Hello, people of the land. Once again, you're now tapping in with your mans, King Zeno, the generating the operator, destroyer of my reality. You feel me? But I had supposed to put up a video yesterday, but it got deleted, right? And I was trying to touch on a few key points I had concluded. Cause if I start feeling a certain way I don't desire to feel, I write until that, you know what I mean, until that shit is gone. So yesterday I was writing. And I had came to some conclusions, and I wanted to make a video about the points I had made, but the video got messed up yesterday. And today I should be able to draw those points easier, because the video ended up being 20-some minutes yesterday too. So one of the key points that I made yesterday was basically like if you someone who who likes to see the point, or like, I ain't gonna say who likes to, you naturally see, or you just normally see, it's just you to see where both parties are coming from and try to nip something in the bud. Like, one of the key points I was making yesterday was it's not really, it's like constantly being reminded, you know what I mean? Because everything is nothing that you never heard before. It's just like constantly being reintroduced, you know what I mean? So you can kind of use that as like a method of maneuvering, you know what I mean, in this reality. But yeah, so that was one basically like if you hear two people arguing that you love, right? I'm talking to myself also. It's not your job to go, you know what I mean, go nip their situation in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their situation to nip in the bud, not for you to be trying to nip another situation in the bud. And that's how, like, the example I gave in writing this, I was like, it plays out like a peaceful friend trying to break up a fight, and she the first one get knocked out, you know what I mean, hitting the jaw, you know what I mean, but the happening of her being knocked out ain't wrong, you know what I mean, because like, if you would have just let people handle what they had involved themselves, then all parties would have been fine. So that's what I be constantly reminding myself, things like that, like, it ain't your job to be diplomatic upon other people's scenarios. And that's when I bring up this phrase I made with myself called cease thy choosy. And that basically saying, like, if you see a female, don't say if she bad or good. You know what I mean? Like, ceasing thy choosy is just not judging something, just observing it and seeing what it is for what it is, instead of you placing your judgment and claim on what it is, and when it don't, you know what I mean, fit to your claim and judgments, then you playing a blame game of what it ain't. You know what I mean? So that's why you just kind of take things for what they call, I guess, for lack of better, face value. You take it for what it's showing you, but not, like, rest thy choosy. Don't be trying to, you know what I mean, like, adding all of that wonder to it, like all of that, trying to think of better words to convey, but who gonna get it. Yeah, so that was one, and those are usually the results of a lot of people who like empaths, or I conclude myself to be an empath, and I'm empathetic. You know what I mean? So an empath is like a person who's like emotionally sensitive to the environment and stuff like that. That's what my interpretation. It'll probably be a deeper one out there, but from all the times I've read about it, it's what it overall references. And I've always been an emotional ass nigga, but I always been aware of that, you know what I mean? So it's been cool. I just always knew I have my feelings, you know? Well, I've always been aware of my feelings. But yeah, so yeah. Alright, so another I don't know, that was like probably a few points. That was like the point of others' problems aren't yours ultimately. But don't judge situations so you don't be disappointed. And now I'm finna make a point of basically, like, when you trying to nip someone's, and I'm putting it all from a scenario, you know what I mean? So when you basically trying to nip someone else's situation in the bud, okay, look at perspectives like a line, right? Your point in which you coming from, they over here, you know what I mean? So where you coming from, they not finna get where you coming from. And then this person right here, you probably in the middle of these two. So let me put myself right here. So if I'm right here, and they right here, and they right here, how someone over here go even listen to someone who's trying to feed them something from over here when they not even over there, they over here. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like basically like people have their different point of references from where they are pointing from, you know what I mean? And that point of reference is coming from like what you resonate with, what make you most comfortable. You know, like, yeah, like, cause people just go simply say, people go dance with what a spew what floats they boat. You know what I mean? Like someone wouldn't say something that they weren't comfortable enough to say that, or confident in what they were saying to say that. And if you confident, you must be comfortable enough with that shit to be confident in that comfortness. Anyway, I like words. They fire. Yeah. So another point is yeah, confusion arouses when someone try to tell someone else that they wrong for simply having a different point of reference from them. Like it's always gonna be different reference points. You know what I mean? Like that's what make this shit so cool, because ain't nobody pointing like you. You your only, you know what I mean? You your only reference point. And people gonna have different points of reference in you. You see what I'm saying? Based off everybody you meet, ain't nobody finna see you the same. And like that's why I like this. Sometimes I don't agree with this experience because it's very deep. But that's why I like it, because when you kind of like find out that all is kind of well and it's what you interpret things to be, that's kind of vague. Let me see. Dang, I lost what I was trying to say. Give me a second. Yeah, what I was basically trying to say was basically like when I say that everyone's gonna perceive you from a different way, but not. Yeah, everyone's gonna perceive you different. Everyone gonna have different references point of you as an individual. You gotta think of yourself as a. I don't went into something else, but look at yourself as a line, right? Every aspect of you is a different perspective of someone of another encounter that you deal with. Like what I'm basically trying to say is everybody that you deal with is looking at you differently, and no one is looking at you on what you think or how you think you present yourself. That's how you looking at you, so that's your reference point. But then it's the points in which they are referencing from what they pulling from, you know what I mean, like what they analyzing from you, or what they interpreting from, or what they interpreting from you. And I'm constantly reminded that, because every time I put out my music, right, I go through this little phase of and I don't be there for long because I don't play that, you know what I mean? I go through this little phase of like, damn, bro, like, damn, my music good, you know, why ain't nobody supporting me? But what I learned yesterday, what I and this is what I just extracted from that. Could be something bigger, you know what I mean? But I'm the Moses of my reality, so it's what I interpret. So what I reference from that, basically, like every time I go through that little chapter, it's basically showing me that, okay, you know you Sam, right? And you know you created King Zeno. So when you around, what it's doing basically for me, right? And this is what I try to extract something from everything. So instead of like feeling bitter, I rather try to extract a meaning. You know what I mean? It reveal itself if it's true or not. But what I'm basically trying to say is, I think when I'm in a scenario of people that I'm around constantly, the close ones, and this is anybody who's probably, I can't say that, so let me just continue. But seem like the people that's closest to you don't support you. You know what I mean? What I'm kind of extracting from is like an ego check, or like you are not that, you made that. But if people are like, if someone like me, if niggas around me like, damn, King Zeno, that shit hard, I would be lost in King Zeno. You see what I'm saying? I don't think I'll be goddamn, cause I know I'm Sam forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm everything that I made out of myself, but the entity that I made for myself, or the name I gave myself, which is King Zeno, aren't I all nah. You know what I mean? King Zeno, aren't I all or nothing? You see what I'm saying? Like, if I was getting the praise in which I preferred at the moment, yeah, like would I even be? You see what I'm saying? Like, would I even be humble enough to, would I be blinded by my ego and lost in my folly? So I think that when I get put in certain undesired experiences, such as like people not supporting me and stuff, it's for me to like, you know, not get lost in my folly, or when that day do come in, I'm supported and stuff, I'm not, you know, getting lost in my folly, because I've been through a few, I won't say dark night of the souls, but I don't know, man. I guess you can say that. Stay a bunch of rebirths to live again, down to go up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So another reference point was, yeah, it was basically talking about when I describe my music, how a thought form interjects upon how people don't support me. One key point thing, not only aside of me trying to, I think that overall scenario of people that I'm closest to not supporting me, despite how consistent you are and how good you actually may be. And I know I don't got the best quality, you know what I mean? So ain't no nigga to just justify my bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not no, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, anyway. But so what I had to remind myself is like, bro, I had to really check my ego, you know what I mean? Like, and not really who are you, because I know who I am, you know what I mean? Like, I know that everything to a degree revolves around me, but see, everything has its high truths. So although everything does revolve around me, everyone's reality don't revolve around me, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody, I'm just kind of keeping it simple. My fault, y'all. I keep pulling from what I'm thinking, and then but yeah, what I'm basically saying is like, no one owes you support. You know what I mean? And I was telling myself like, the only support. Hold up. Okay, I was like, and the only thing I owe myself is genuine intentions and raw honesty, despite who joins, compliments, or applaud. So what I was basically trying to tell myself, like, if I'm doing something for the sake of people applauding me, hey bro, that shit was hard. Hey, good job, King. You know what I mean? If I'm doing that shit to be praised, then, you know, like, am I really coming from a genuine state? But I also had to look at the aspect of anybody who's feel like they doing good in something, want to be like, you know, you would naturally want to, you know what I mean, be like, you may want to compliment, you know what I mean? So I don't beat myself up upon compliments, but I don't stay in wanting compliments or feeling depressed because I'm not, you know what I mean, getting complimented how I want to, not getting lost in what I prefer again. That's what I'm constantly reminding myself. Almost to the end, y'all. About at 15 minutes. It was 21 minutes yesterday, and I don't know what I was doing. Yeah. And a lot of those expectations I would be coming from my little hurt ego when I be like, damn, I make art from the heart. Well, bro, I'm sure yeah, like that's your business, man. Like, ain't nobody obligated to give you shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you ain't got no, you know what I mean? That's why it's so funny when somebody expect you to do something. It's like, boy, if you don't get off your blind dumbness of stupid, lack of better words or whatever, cause that's like, how can you? And like, now I understand, like in high school, right? I've often disappointed people cause I don't like being expected anything. You can't expect from me, you know. I'm not, cause it puts me in a scenario of you pulling strings on me. You don't pull strings on me. You see what I'm saying? So if someone every time people have tried to pull strings on me, I do the total opposite of what they're expecting from me. Cause it's like, I can't even, cause you can't even. This game's so sad. You know, life. It's not really sad, but like, it's so. And I say it's sad because it's from the aspect of the damn what they gotta do. You know what I mean? But overall, doing from it, everything is connected and has a purpose. Only from what I'm observing. You see what I'm saying? Somebody may see this and may not agree. Hey, you got your truth. I'm gonna spew on my interpretations from my investigations and I was a bit. Let me stop rapping. But damn, I lost myself and all that. Hold up, I'm gonna come back. yeah, man. Okay, I was talking about like people that be entitled. Yeah, I can't shit on people that feel entitled too much. We was taught to feel entitled. Like that's why I'm steady letting go the mentality of damn, don't nobody support me. You know what I mean? That's me feeling entitled to me having a family. I'm like damn, because I have a family, I expect this. No, cuz it ain't like that. Nah, you have a family. They are your family. They are family. See what I'm saying? You know, have to is upon that. But the way that the world pushes things, you kind of have these expectations of what things are, and when they aren't, it be all these damn moments. And I'm done with damn moments. So that's why, yeah, my nigga, keep being the captain of my America. Yeah, I think that's my few points, man. Oh, last one. I had conjured this one day, or pondered this one day on the phone with my dog. He stopped calling me. I think I talked too much for him. Shout out to him though. Oh no, I think what happened was he's simply living life. Yeah, but what what I had basically concluded was same line, different times. Like everybody, where I'm at, someone else may have already been. Like basically how. Let's see. This was the hard part yesterday, because you try to make examples, but when you like the only one around you, like that's what you into, it's not really hard to make it. It's kind of hard to make examples. But I'm just make up a person. Damn, what's that? 16 minutes or 20 minutes? But say you had a guy named Stephen Joe. So like right, and Stephen hold up, give me a second. Oh, I play this project. So it's a dude named Stephen Joe, right? And this dude named Stephen Joe. Remember Stephen? Y'all remember Stephen Joe? I think that's his name. But anyway, it's from Miami or something. But so yeah, it's this dude named Stephen Joe. Stephen Joe, when he was 15 years old, he felt like fuck the police. He was looking into it was just like the little chapters that you go through before you become what they call spiritual. You know what I mean? You start seeing how everything is a lie, and like, goddamn, shit be signed. Having like, oh hell, and then you start. After that, when you kind of go into the phases of realization, you know what I mean? Of like, oh, yeah. But only reason it was so hard for me to give an example because people that I'm around, they constantly say, oh, I know what you're talking about, Ben did that, but it's like, how did they forget this phase? Like the phase of, you know what I mean, of individual interpretation. And they're gonna same line different times. Where I'm at and where they been, I ain't been, and where I'm at is where they, you know what I mean? It's like we trading seats. And it's kind of like, it's like why you would never judge someone, like why the teacher should never shit on the student, because the same student can come around, fuck around and stun on the teacher. Or why the ducks shouldn't shit on the ugly duckling. That nigga come back and be a goddamn swan on y'all ass, and now they kissing his feet. Excuse the cursing if you don't agree with it, but I'm comfortable right now. I'm alone, so I'm sorry for words. Tweak your reality. Hope you get over that, cause words tweak reality and others shouldn't tweak yours. But yeah, man. So just wanted to conclude those few points. I want to start making videos. Couldn't keep on waiting on the perfect setup situation. So, yeah, I mean, when stuff come around, I'm just gonna hit it. Throw it out there. You see what I'm saying? Cause plus, it's gonna help me with communicating. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? And yeah, in general, concluding stuff. But right now, I got a project out now called Just Chill, Boo, Be Cool. 7 songs. I guess you could say it's R&B. Yeah, man. Most of the beats are samples. I didn't pay for any of the beats, so I just put the music on SoundCloud. Cause yeah, I mean, got a goal I want to attack, but can't let your situation, you know what I mean, fucking postpone you. So with that being said, just just chill, boo, be cool out now. The link will be below. Shout out to everybody that tapped in today. And yeah, man, keep interpreting things based off on how you feel about it, and not what people are persuading you to feel about something or convincing you of their reality. You understand what I'm saying? Have yours, have your reality, and stick with your mentality. And that's not to say don't be open to suggestions. And I mean, catch a few balls every now and then, but if it ain't a good one in your glove, throw that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all, take care.